We've just purchased this 1930s renovation project as first-time buyers and first-time DIYers. We've got a £30,000 budget to stick to modernise this house into a nice new family home. We're going to be documenting the whole process from start to finish, showing you the ups. So that is the whole ceiling down and downs. You see like a hairline crack that side. In the last video, we finally built the stud wall to separate the landing from the bathroom. And we also plumbed in some site temps so the builders can crack on with removing the wall. So if you haven't watched that video already, make sure to go back and watch it. And without further ado, let's get into week 7 of the house renovation. It is week 7 of the house renovation and we have some exciting news today. We have now got the wall down between the kitchen and the dining room. So the builder has done a really good job. If you remember, there was a door there and there was a column right here. And this Irish shade was going to be sitting on this column, but they ran into an issue where the actual column wasn't strong enough for the Irish shade to sit on. So what they've done is basically extended it so it just sits on the wall of the living room now. So at least we don't have to have like a bulkhead bit of brick here, so we can just have it flat. So as you walk in, the door will be here and that will be bricked off. Well, it will be studded off. So you walk in here, and before we used to have, or we would have a column here, but we don't have to anymore, which is really good. So it'll make it a lot more open. So yeah, the window has been bricked up. This door is going to get bricked up and a window putting across here, which is really good. That's going to be happening next week, I believe. So the windows arriving then. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this. We've had a little bit of an issue with this door. I don't know whether we're going to have French doors anymore. I think we may just keep that. I'll let you know in a future video about that. But yeah, it's really good progress that this is down. We can now start to see that the property is opening up and it's a lot bigger. And the kitchen's going to be along there, and then we're going to have the dining room here. This fireplace is going to come out. We've decided that. So yeah, really good progress. And let's get into week 7 of the renovation. So coming into week 7, as you saw in last week's video, we actually made this stud wall. Now we don't actually have any lights up here at the moment because the electrician has started, as you can see from the cables. But yeah, we created this stud wall last week. So this week what we're going to be doing is creating the door lining so we can get that sorted. So we're going to install the door lining and I'll quickly walk you through what the electrician's done so far. So they've taken out the cables for the light switches and we've relocated them onto the other side. I'm not sure whether this is too small or not. I think I haven't double checked the sizing, so I need to double check that. So having the light switch on that side because the door's going to be open this way. I've got 3 double sockets and an Ethernet port down there because this is going to be my office. Then coming into the main bedroom, again the light switch has been removed. We've got a new socket going down there. Those ones are going to be staying and we're going to be obviously new light switch there, and we've got a new wardrobe light there. Then coming into here, we've got obviously the switch is going to be on the outside of the wall, and then we've got the fan isolator up there. Then coming into here again, the light switch has been moved, going to go on that side, and then we've got the sockets go down there. So it's a great progress for basically one day what the electricians have done. They're back next week to do everything downstairs and get these lights back on. So yeah, get into the door lining now, and yeah, you'll see that. If you're watching this far into the video, I assume you like this kind of content, so if you're not already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the subscribe button. There's only a small amount of people that are watching that are actually subscribed, so it would mean the world to me if you do subscribe, if you do enjoy this content. Now let's get back to the video. So now that the ceiling's down in the kitchen, we're going to be concentrating on the plumbing for upstairs in the bathroom, because basically it's easier basically to do it from below than it is above and taking the floorboards out, etc. So whilst I get the chance while the ceiling's down, I'm going to do the plumbing up here, pressure test it all and make sure it's all okay, and we'll go from there. So I've already started doing the bath just to make sure I was all right with it. So we're going to tee into that cold feed already, just so we can keep the toilet live. And then yeah, just go up and yeah, do the basin. So I've marked them up from above. I've drilled a hole down for the floorboards for those. So yeah, let's crack on with it. it's the end of the first day of week 7 because I've done the plumbing here. I've had a little bit of a leak. Now it's nothing to do with I guess the pipe work. I just forgot to put a cap end on the cold feed for the toilet. So as soon as I turned it on, it turned into like a rainfall. But apart from that, the system's been up. I've put the cap end on now, and there's no other leaks from anywhere else. So as you can see there, what I've done basically is, you know how we connected onto the cold feed to put the temporary one in for the toilet last week? I'll basically come off that. So inside there is all temporary. This is all going to be permanent. Apart from that, there's going to be just a coupler in there once the toilet comes out and gets moved over to there. So what I've done is I've teed off here and come onto the bath, which is going to be there. I haven't connected the hot up yet because there's no feed going down there, so that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So I've connected the cold up there, I've run it in, teed it into the temporary toilet which is there, which is eventually going to be moving over there. So that's come over here. Then I've teed off here to go to the cold to the wash hand basin, which is going to be there. And then at the corner here, where it's dripping wet from where I've where I forgot to put the cap end on up top, I've basically teed off there and up there to the toilet. And basically what I've done is I've just come up in copper just so it looks a little bit better. From up top, these are going to be moving over there. But I've got the hot and cold for the bath and the shower there. I've got obviously the temporary connection for the toilet there. I've got the hot and cold feeds there. Obviously they're you know, they're just loose at the moment. And then I've got the waterfall, which happened because I didn't put a cap end on there, so I just need to let that dry out. So yeah, it's going pretty well. I'm really happy with how open this space looks. This, like, taking this wall down was a must. It had to happen. I'm just hoping that we can get a good quote to get these French doors put in, but if not, because we've been quoted like $7.5 grand for those and that's without the supply of the doors. So we're just gonna have to you know, see what we can do. To be fair, this doesn't look too bad, if I'm totally honest. So if these have to stay in, it's not too much of a problem. But obviously that door has to come out because the window's going to go in there in the sink. So end of day 7, or end of week, first day of week 7. So let's get into the second day. So hopping into the second day of week 7 of the house renovation. So last night I completed the plumbing for the kitchen. Now I've only done it in speed fit because, you know, it's cheap. I can do it myself, and yeah, it's, you know, speed fit's good nowadays. It's not like it used to be, and it didn't have the same stigma that it used to all those years ago. So yeah, the cold's all live, and it's been live overnight. And we haven't had any leaks apart from the waterfall that happened there because I forgot to put the cap end on. But yeah, the hot pipe's up as well, but I've just left it above there because there's no hot feed going down there. I've only got the cold on at the moment just to still serve the toilet upstairs. So I've done all that. I finished that last night, but today is going to be a little bit different, changing it up a little bit, because what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be investigating see if there are any structural issues in bedroom 2. Because as you can see at the moment, we have got a window, and I don't know whether you can see it on camera because the lens is like a wide angle lens, but in person it actually slopes in the middle. So we don't know whether the lintel's failed or whether, you know, we just need to get, yeah, a new lintel, or it's all right because maybe just the reveals like kind of caved in over time. But we've also got this crack down here, which hopefully is just the you know, settling cracks. But then again, you know, you've got the block work down here. Actually, I think that's the plaster still that they used to use, because that's not the block work, I don't think. So yeah, we're going to hack this off and see whether there's any structural damage inside, because outside I think that just needs to be repaired using stitching, which either myself or the builder will do, so we'll see. And so yeah, we'll crack on with that, and hopefully there's not too much bad news.
Yeah, that's sitting. Before it was like this. Yeah.
That's good. That is literally the size of the bird's nest. It's huge. That must have been a couple of years at least. So next what we're going to be doing is taking off the plaster above here. Because it's all cracked anyway, and now that we know that this beam is, or this lintel is straight, which is a good thing, we can basically get this reboarded, so let's go. So wrapping up the renovation for week 7. Again, I don't think we've done this that much this weekend, just because of how things have, you know, worked out. I've done obviously the plumbing up there. Upstairs we obviously exposed the lintel, which we thought was sagging, which it isn't, and we've also exposed a bit more of the plaster and the brickwork, which is cracked above that door in there. So we've done that, and that's pretty much it. Obviously Rachel's removed this fireplace as well, which is quite nice. Now we are going to have a design where we're going to have brick slips, so we're going to plaster over this, so I feel like that will be really nice. I'll put a picture or something on there so you know what we're going for. So I hope you guys enjoyed the week 7. I know we didn't do much this weekend, but next weekend we've got a load of supplies coming. We were meant to have a delivery coming yesterday, but they delayed it, so that's all coming next week. So we'll be able to do a lot more and hopefully start to finish off the main bedroom, because we need to move our stuff into, or some of our stuff into there, by the end of December. So we need to get that plastered and ready for plaster as soon as possible, really. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave us a like and subscribe if you are new, because a lot of you that are watching are not subscribed. So make sure to subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.